Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can install Linux Mint alongside Windows on your system. But first, let's understand what Linux Mint is. Linux Mint is one of the best operating systems out there. It is elegant, easy to use, and a great alternative to Microsoft Windows and Apple Mac OS. Best of all, it is completely free and open source. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the video. Welcome to my channel, Technichio. First, open your browser and search for Linux Mint. From the search results, open the official website. On the home page, you'll see the latest version, which is 22.3, with a download button. Click it. You'll be shown 3 editions. Cinnamon Edition, which is the most popular for modern computers less than 10 years old, then XFCE Edition, which is light, simple, and efficient, and lastly, Mate Edition, which is for older computers that still need a modern operating system. I'll download the Cinnamon Edition. After clicking the download button, you'll see many mirror locations. You can choose the mirror closest to you. I'll select the worldwide mirror and start the download. I already have the file downloaded, so I'll cancel it and open my downloads folder. You can see my file Linux Mint 22.3 Cinnamon 64-bit is already downloaded. Now, to make a bootable USB, we need software like Rufus. You can also use Bootable Etcher if you want. Some people ask why I don't use Bootable Etcher. It's simpler. The reason is that Rufus gives you many options like file system, partition scheme, cluster size, etc., which you can set manually. Bootable Etcher has fewer options, so I usually recommend Rufus. I open a new tab, search for Rufus, go to the official website, and download the standard version. After the download finishes, I open Rufus, plug in my USB drive, select the Linux Mint ISO file, set the partition scheme to GPT, and then click Start. Rufus will now make the USB bootable. This process takes a little while. After it completes, I restart the system. During pre-boot, I press the boot menu key. On most systems, it's F12. On non-branded systems, it's often F8. Pressing F12 opens the boot menu, and I select my USB drive. Then the Grub Boot menu appears with several options. Start Linux Mint Cinnamon, Compatibility Mode, OEM Install, Boot from Next Volume, UEFI Firmware Settings, Memory Test, etc. I select Start Linux Mint Cinnamon. After loading, the Linux Mint operating system starts in live mode. You can even run it directly from the USB without installing because it's lightweight. On the top left corner, you also have the option to install Linux Mint if you want. Before starting the installation, I connect to my Wi-Fi. Then I click on Install Linux Mint. First, we choose the language. I select English and click Continue. You can choose your desired language. Next is keyboard layout. You can detect it if you want. I select English and Continue. Then we get the wireless option, meaning we can install with or without Wi-Fi. I want to connect to the network because later we may get the option for multimedia codecs. I connect to my Wi-Fi and continue. The password was already typed, so it continues automatically. Now we see the option for multimedia codecs. If you want to play certain video files that don't play on Windows or Mac OS without a specific media player, you can install these codecs during installation. I tick that option and click Continue. Now we are asked about the installation type. The first option is to install Linux Mint alongside Windows Boot Manager, meaning both Windows and Linux Mint will boot. The second option is to erase the disk and install Linux Mint, which would remove everything and install only Linux Mint. The third option is something else, where you can manually partition, create EFI partition, boot partition, etc. Since I want dual boot with Windows, I choose Install Linux Mint alongside Windows Boot Manager and click Continue. After that, you get an option to choose which drive to install on. In my laptop, there is only one drive of 256 gigabytes, so I select it and click Install Now. It gives a warning that the process cannot be undone and shows the changes it will make. I click Continue. Then it asks for location. You can select your location. I click Continue. Then it asks who you are. You set the system name and user. I type my name. The username is automatically chosen. I set a password like 1 to 6, and below there is an option to log in automatically or require a password. I select Login automatically because I don't want to type the password each time, and then I click Continue. Now it copies all the files and installs them. Any required files are downloaded and the installation completes automatically. After installation finishes, it asks if you want to continue testing or restart the system. I restart. When restarting, it asks you to remove the installation media and then press Enter. I unplug the USB drive and press Enter. On the next boot, the Grub Boot menu appears automatically, where we can choose to start Windows or Linux Mint. I select Linux Mint and you can see that Linux Mint is completely installed alongside Windows. I also see the welcome screen which shows what is pre-installed. Now you can browse, develop, or do whatever you need. It is a lightweight and most reliable operating system. If I want to test whether Windows is still booting alongside Linux Mint, I restart the system, and from the next Grub menu, I choose Windows. You can see that Windows is also working perfectly. In this way, you can install Linux Mint alongside Windows on your system. In my next video, I'll tell you about Zorin OS and its installation method. So don't miss my next video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Technichio, and hit the bell icon so that you'll never miss an update from our channel. Together, let's end tech tantrums. Thank you.